New at 10 tonight, there are big concerns regarding the fairness of the upcoming Denver school board race, and the dysfunction within the current board may be to blame.
Yeah, we're learning the size of the school board districts may be illegal. Your investigator Kati Weis uncovering those details tonight and what they could mean for the election results.
I've learned because the school board districts have unequal populations, the results could be challenged in court. And if a judge determines a new election is necessary, that could cost Denver taxpayers an additional $2 million. And with the heated school board race we've seen so far, experts tell us a legal challenge certainly isn't out of the question. These machines in the Denver Elections Office are already counting and sorting early votes for the Denver school board election. But once all votes are counted in less than 2 weeks, officials say the results may face some objections because board districts are out of balance. For example, records show District 4 in the northeast corner of the city has about 33,000 more people than District 2 in the southwest. Experts tell us that means the smaller district's votes will count more for their board representative than in the larger district.
We want equity in the elections, especially in a district that has 53% Latino students in that district and those families. So we want to make sure that those districts are aligned to capture those votes for the Latino families.
Milo Marquez, chair of the Latino Education Coalition, says the school board was supposed to approve new district lines after the 2020 census. But after 4 years, still hasn't come to an agreement.
It's time. They're way past due. We really believe that there's just some of the school board members are holding it up.
The Denver clerk and recorder wrote this letter to the board earlier this year, not mincing words, writing that state law requires districts to be as equal in population as possible. And the current district map is in violation of this requirement by a significant margin.
It is concerning, perhaps more concerning to us than it was to the Board of Education.
The head of Denver Elections, Todd Davidson, says the elections could be challenged in court. So what would happen if the results of this election are contested?
Sure, that would be up to a judge. It certainly would not be up to us. We count the ballots, we certify the results. A judge could rule either to accept the results of this election or to throw this election out. And in that case, we would need to hold another election for the district, and that'd be about $2 million.
Davidson says this kind of a situation is rare, that it hasn't happened anywhere else in the state, but it has happened before with the Denver School Board.
While it's unusual to have districts with this balance, it's not particularly unusual for Denver Public Schools. 10 years ago, they had the same timeline in redistricting. So they waited until after their second election, after the census.
Marquez says he doesn't plan to challenge the election outcome, but he says in the future, board members shouldn't be tasked with drawing the very lines that could determine their own election wins.
I think that there is a conflict of interest. I think that the board shouldn't decide that. Having board members vote on the maps to help them win elections is probably not the right direction to go.
Now, we reached out to the Denver School Board for comment. The board president tells us she can't comment on behalf of the board since they didn't vote on this issue. But she says it's unfortunate that they could not come to an agreement before the upcoming election. She says they plan to go back to the drawing board after the election to evaluate new district lines. We'll, of course, let you know what happens.
All right, Katie, thank you.